first of all, for each of you, what did you feel when you got the letters from the council about them basically taking your children as hostages on Monday if you didn't end the sit-in?
The children are the victims. They're always going to be the victims when it comes to the council. They've got no right to turn around and tell us in the schools they're getting closed and they're getting the children shipped up to the schools that they're proposing against. Who are they to tell us where our children are going? If the children have to go for a trip, we need to get consent. Why do they take my children without our consent to schools that we don't want them to go to?
Why do you think the council did that?
Well, I think they're running scared, you know. I mean, this is classic bully boy tactics, as you can see behind you here. We're running a bullying campaign in the school, you know. You know, this is the council bullying our kids, terrorising our kids, you know, threatening to put them on buses and stuff. They've opened a gate in Cabledale Road. The parents have been calling for a gate at that road for 40 years. So the kids can go into the valley, they need to take a big detour round, right? All of a sudden, the guys came out yesterday, they get paid double time to open this gate up and have a wee path, you know. So I don't know what the police are thinking here. They think it's going to be like a minor strike, you know, but this is kids going on buses or suggestions. We're not like that. We're here, we love our kids, you know what I mean? Yeah. It just shows you the mentality of this council, you know what I mean? I think it's going to be like a minor strike, all just shouting at buses with kids on it. This is scandalous, this is unbelievable. I can't believe this is happening, no?
Well, it seems to me that it's a combination of bullying, bluff and blackmail, moral blackmail, because I think they were trying to whip up division in the community between different parents by causing chaos for their young children. And in doing it, I think they're skating on thin ice legally. But they don't care because they hope that it would just browbeat people. But do you feel that in any way they've stopped you fighting?
I think they've made us angry. Because at the end of the day, we're doing this for our kids. And for them to try and use our kids against us just makes us more angry, more determined.
And they told you that you had to get out by yesterday?
They gave us a deadline of 3 o'clock yesterday, you know, to come out of the schools, you know, and we found out since that with this deadline was just a sham as well, you know. If the kids don't, we're going to be out here in half an hour right at 2 o'clock Saturday today. There's no reason why our kids can't attend school on Monday morning, and if they can't, then that's not their fault, that's the council's fault, you know. If there's going to be a blame game here, it's them, you know, they're at stake here. But they have to try to divide this community, you know, along numerous lines, you know. Parents against parents, no, faith community against faith community, Catholic against Catholic, Protestant against Protestant, Catholic against Protestant. They've tried everything to divide this community, and it's not happened, it's just made us stronger, you know.
I think we're getting much human beings and no animals. Can't you just cut people away that herd of cows or a herd of horses? You can't do that. We have got rights, our kids have got rights, and basically they're taking every single one of them away. Every time I ask them for questions to be answered is we don't know the answer to this one, or we'll look into this one. Well, the time's up. We want the answers now.
And I think that the decision to come out according to the time you set both defies them and it decides that you're keeping the community together. You're not going to allow them to play this game of whipping up division in the area when there's been such deep unity, partly because of this campaign. And I suppose the other point is that I'm sure you're of the same opinion. The fight continues on several fronts. We're going to the Scottish Trade Union Congress to take the case to workers' unions to try and get support. And obviously there's an attempt to blockade the council meeting on the 23rd. So what would your message to people be that are looking at what you're doing?
We're human beings trying to fight for our rights, basically. When you bring your children into this world, you're responsible for your children. Not the council, nobody else. That's your child, not theirs. They can't treat our children, as I said, like animals and try to herd them away wherever they feel that they need to be gone. That's our responsibility. We make that choice. We decide where our children go and where they don't go. Basically, on Monday, if we hadn't come out here, our children were getting taken away from us and our rights were getting taken away. The children's rights were taken away. Basically, we were told to drop our kids off at the gates and not even come into the school playground. My kid's 5 and I know how my son would feel. He would be terrified. And I'm not willing to stand there and let them do that. So that is why basically we are coming out. And yesterday we had decided to come out the same time we came in. We were coming out yesterday at 2:30 until they decided they'll be coming out at 3 o'clock. We're like, do you know what, this is our campaign, this is our occupancy. We will come out when we decide. No one you decide. That is one of our rights that we'll never give up, our deciding. And they think that they're going to put our kids where they think. Not on. Tell you what, why don't we go and take their children into other schools and see how they feel?
I'd like to make it a direct appeal to all the parents, carers, guardians, grandparents, right, in the other schools, facing these closures, to occupy your schools. You know, we need to move on this campaign, you know. I'd like to say to Purcell and the council, you know, but to me this is attacking the family. These people don't understand the family, they don't understand community, you know. We need to up the ante and march on and demonstrate, you know, and take it as far as we can, you know.
Thanks a lot, and I think what this whole thing proves is that there's heroes and villains. The heroes are the people that actually occupied these buildings to save their kids' future education and well-being and health and safety, and one of the facilities that remains in a deprived community, whereas the villains are the Labour councillors that tried to shoot them in the first place and then decided they could try and use young children as hostages to bully the campaign. But I'm getting the clear message that this campaign continues. It'll go down other channels and there's no way that they're going to get away with it, because people are united more than they were at the start of the campaign.
My kids came here and said, this is our rules. And they've went against everything on that, everything. They've went against everything on it, nothing, everything they went against. This is our confirmation, we're minutes of the meetings, but we were told was a very important part of our campaign. There's names in there, part of the consultation papers. Now we know for a fact that there's parents get confirmation letters and their names aren't even on it. So you tell me that's a fair consultation paper? The third part is a letter where they bullied us and told us, they basically told us because we're in this school that our kids can't come into this school and they were getting shipped off to the other schools on buses. Which they put our backs up against the wall in every single way. They bullied us, and see that thing there? The bullying thing, that is our Labour councillors there. That is our Labour councillors. Look at every question on that. And every question you can come up with an answer for. They're bullies. And do you know something? Our minister sat here the other day and I felt like saying to him, I really did, he gave me a cuddle and I felt like saying to that man, we don't have a God. Labour government is our God because they get to do whatever they want to us. And it is. It is. That's the way I feel.
Good. Brilliant.
That's how we all feel.
I was one of the first people in here 2 weeks ago. I'm not going to slag off the cleaners and that, but you know, it's a lot cleaner. We're leaving it in a lot cleaner state than when we found it. So there's no excuse for the council to say this place needs a deep clean, or they can delay opening the school on Monday, you know. As you can see yourself, if you pan round, the place is very clean. You know, it's well maintained, there's no damage whatsoever. Very well maintained. The place has been buffed, actually buffed the building, buffed the floor, mopped it, scrubbed it. You know.
City